Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. Today is going to be a different episode from normal. It's going to be a talky one, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about YouTube. So there are three topics here that I want to talk about. First of all, how I do YouTube, from my perspective. I want to give some advice to people who want to do YouTube and do their own channels. And the other thing, I can't remember what it was, because I've been thinking about doing talky episodes. I think about it a lot, and when you're not recording it's really easy to think of all the things that you want to say, and then you turn on the camera and things get a little bit difficult. So this episode I'm mostly going to be talking about YouTube and wandering around, not really doing too much. And I want to try and do this unedited, just be able to talk for 30 minutes or something, probably not as long as that, probably about 25. And then give you guys some advice on YouTube and tell you a bit about how I do YouTube as well. So another thing I've noticed on my little list of talking points is to commit to the comments. Now this is something I did the other day. I turned up, left a comment saying I'm going to be around for the next 30 minutes, you can ask me some questions, and I realised that lately the pace of videos, doing them daily, sometimes two a day, it goes by so fast it becomes difficult to keep up with all the comments. So when this video comes out, I'm going to be hanging around for about half an hour to 45 minutes in the comment box asking you questions. So if you want to ask anything, just leave a comment down there and I should be around. But bear in mind that's 30 to 45 minutes after I've uploaded the video, so I'll be around at that time answering your questions. So you might want to just I don't know, do something else where you listen to this, because this is mainly going to be me talking. I'm actually just going to harvest these cows and not breed them. And yeah, so I've got a couple of little jobs that I need to do around Avalon. This looks so derpy, and I'm mainly going to be talking about YouTube, so you can just go play Minecraft and put this on in the background if you really want to. I'll tell you what, let's go down and have a look at this. There's so many of them going into here and we can't really see it. They're just the other side of that getting burned by lava. So let's hop up here and put those back like that. And we're missing one, it probably went into the hopper. I'll fix that another time because we need to get on with talking about our subjects. And this appears to not be working as well. This is a great start to my talking topic right here. Nope, they are being transported. No, look, they're... Sorry, I thought the numbers were going down. So this right here isn't working because that's on. Okay, we have a broken comparator. I don't know if you've played around with these much, but what they tend to do is stop working, which is so annoying. And there we go, now that's working. It should make a clicky noise, which it's not because there's loads of cows up there. And there you go, it's all getting moved up now, which is good. Let's get out of here. And we can move on. Oh, god damn it. Move on to our talking topic, which is YouTube. I actually just want to take a minute here to think and summarise and make a little list of the things I want to talk about to do with YouTube, because now that I'm recording I've forgotten all of the things that I wanted to say, which is just typical. So I think the problem for me is that when I think about doing a talky topic, I have all the ideas that I want to talk about at the time, and they're sort of whizzing around in my head. I want to talk about this, I want to talk about that. And when it comes to recording, you might not be in that moment, so then it becomes difficult to remember. But I just jotted down the other point that I wanted to talk about earlier. So I want to talk about how I do YouTube, how you could do YouTube if you were interested in doing this, and also about the YouTube system. So I think the best place for us to start is probably the thing you're most interested in hearing, which is about you doing YouTube. So being someone who watches YouTube videos, you've probably at some point thought maybe I could do this, or this would be fun to do. And so the way that you would go about doing YouTube is obviously uploading videos, and I got into this completely at random. There's not really a sentence that makes too much sense. It wasn't random, of course, it was just that I started making videos without really knowing what YouTube was about. I'd had no idea you could make a living off of it. And I just wanted to make videos because I saw some bad tutorials and I thought I could do better, and I had fun making them, and it just, people commenting and watching them actually inspired me to continue making them. So I've come over here to gather all of this gunpowder. I've been doing a lot of AFK farming recently, and it's because I need lots of gunpowder, so we're going to take all of this and make some TNT with it. and you'll see why I need that in a coming episode. So that's how I got into it, just, you know, the innocent sort of way. I had no idea that there was money involved or anything like that, and I had fun making videos. Now, a lot of people who want to start YouTube and see other people doing it and think I'd like to do that, they have the wrong intentions for doing that when they start. They want to come on here and, you know, be famous, if you want to call it that, or they want to have loads of people watch their videos and make money and things like that. And these are the ways that you should not do YouTube. You should not do YouTube because you want to be successful and make money or anything like that, because that's usually how you'll fail. And the reason why is because the formula to success, to being a successful YouTuber, is pretty pretty strange, because most of us that are doing this, you know, we're like average people, and we're used to seeing actors and, you know, celebrities as the forefront of media, and now with YouTube it's not the same. You know, it's completely different. It's gamers, it's all kinds of different people who can put themselves at the front of all this. And we're going to need a little bit more gunpowder there. And so because of that, it's hard to determine like why I'm successful on this, why I have this many subscribers. You know, it's still a little bit of a mystery to me. And I guess the main thing is that because I enjoy doing what I do, people enjoy it as well. And that's why I think if you come into this looking for success, you're going to fail, because it's very difficult to, you know, get people watching your videos and to actually get that initial thing going where you can keep making videos and more people turn up to watch them. Yeah, lost my train of thought there a little bit. Let's just dump these in here, and this is what I was talking about. You know, it's also easy to think you can sit down and talk about something for ages, but when you're talking about it, it's a little, when you're talking about it on camera, that is, it's a little bit difficult. Right, I'm going to stop stop talking about how I find this difficult, and we'll move on to a different subject within the whole YouTube thing. So let's say you want to start out making videos. You know, this is how you do it. You want to make videos, enjoy doing it, and have fun. You know, just recording, however it is, whatever type of video you make. If you want to give this a go, you've got to have fun doing it, because then when you upload videos and put them out there, it doesn't really matter what happens in terms of what other people think about your videos, or if you get subscribers, etc. The fact that you're enjoying it makes it worthwhile. And then when a bit of success comes along, someone, you know, tweets your video out and lots of people turn up and watch it or something like that, you get yourself a few subscribers, then it's really rewarding. Whereas if you're in it, you know, trying to grow, you want to be the guy with 1 million subscribers or whatever, everything is always going to be against you, because you're never going to, you know, you're always going to be scaling it up to that 1 million. You're always going to be behind it. You're never going to have enough, because you're not doing it for enjoyment. So while we're over here, it's been a while since we were at this place, and I've actually been doing a ton of half slabbing. I think I have my map in my ender chest. Let's just grab that. And so I was going to show you some progress, but then I kind of stopped working on this for a while. I think it's that area over there that I haven't shown you yet. I've done a ton of half slabbing, and also over in that corner, if you look at the bottom left of the map, I've done half slabbing over there. But I've kind of lost interest in this. It felt like I'd done all the caving. Maybe I need to make a few more x-ray machines and get back down there, but the rates that I see from this just don't feel right. I've lit up most of this as well, so at night time that should really be giving us a lot more witches. So I don't know, I think maybe I'd come back to this if I don't know really. I just need to take a break from working on it, I guess. So we talked a bit about why you should do YouTube, sorry, why you shouldn't do YouTube, and why you should as well, I guess, and that's if you enjoy it. Now, how to go about actually being successful is a different thing. I kind of got lucky because DocM gave me a shout out, and that gave me something to build with. You know, he sent over subscribers my way, and once you've got some subscribers liking your videos, then things get a little bit different, because you can build on that. Every time someone likes your video, it's quite likely that someone else will see them liking that, and it brings along an extra person to watch. Do you know, I should have brought over some torches so that while I'm talking I can do a bit of lighting up. I think that's a good idea. And yeah, so you kind of build from whatever it is you've got, and you just keep going, and that's how, whoa, I've managed to get up to 80,000 subscribers. You you know, enough people like my videos that new people keep seeing them and they come along and they watch as well, which is pretty goddamn awesome. Let's kill that guy there. So my tips and advice to you if you're wanting to do this is, obviously, as I've said, you need to enjoy it, but once you know you've put your videos out there, you enjoy doing it and it doesn't bother you if you're going to be a success or not, then the ways you can be successful on YouTube is to promote your videos, to get them out there. And I think a lot of people don't realise that you actually have to go outside of YouTube and find places to promote your videos. You've got to put them on forums and places like Reddit, and this can be difficult as well because you don't want to spam and just go somewhere to you know, to put your videos for your benefit. It helps if you're already part of a community or something along those lines. You know, posting it on your own Facebook account is a good idea. Some friends might come along and check out what you're doing and things like that. And that's what I think a lot of people don't realise. Now, there's different types of videos that you can do, and some will get you more attention than others. So first of all, Let's Plays are probably the least, how would we say, the least effective way to get out there, because everyone's got a YouTuber that they like and they watch their Let's Plays. And there's some channels that are solely Let's Play, and for example, Efo is, I think, a really unique example because all he does really is Let's Plays. He does the occasional tutorials, but that's how he grows his channel. And surprisingly or not, there are so many Let's Plays out there that most people suffer from actually trying to grow their channel by doing those. So I had to make a little cut there. You know, when I'm talking about this, I feel like I get so off point really quickly. So to get to the point, if you're doing Let's Plays, it's going to be harder to get people to watch you because other people are going to see the title of your video, and if it's a Let's Play, you know, everyone's got a Let's Player that they watch, and it's just difficult to grow because that's the nature of it. Now, if you do tutorials like I do, that's how I got going, or you do something that offers people something, and they'll see the title, you know, tutorial on how to build this, and they're like, oh, I want to know how to build that, let's go check that video out. Whereas they see, you know, Sumo plays Minecraft episode 100, it's like, okay, this guy's playing Minecraft just like everyone else does. So if you are interested in, you know, growing your channel, doing tutorials is great because you can never have enough of them. Even if it's something that you've already seen, there's different ways of doing things, and in general, if you watch a tutorial, you end up learning something, and everyone, of course, wants to, you know, grow as a player and learn things about the game. So that's why I think tutorials are a great way. That's why I started doing my myth busting series as well, because I felt like there were lots of things in the game that just are, as the series would imply, just complete myths and no one really knows what's going on. So by doing that series, people would really be able to learn something, and it's also really fun to record that series. It usually involves me just outlining a myth and then getting to do a bunch of testing and put some music to it, which is something that I really like because talking on camera for me is kind of difficult. I've talked about it before. Doing this right now is a bit difficult too, and I think the main problem is that I have a bit of a motor mouth. I tend to continuously talk and try and pump out words out of my mouth, and because of that I can get tongue-tied trying to keep talking, and it's, you know, I just need to be a bit more casual and relaxed, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. We're just talking about YouTube. There's quite a lot of stuff that I could say about YouTube, and I think at some point I will do a proper tutorial as well, because what I'm doing right now is just browsing through whatever comes to my mind and telling you about it and hopefully offering you up some information. But if I do a proper tutorial on how to do a YouTube channel, it means I can sit down for a couple of hours, write everything out, make sure I cover every angle, because there's just so much stuff that I could talk about, and I don't think this is really the best way to do that. In fact, if you want to leave a comment saying that you'd like to see that tutorial, it's something that I've been thinking about for ages, and I tend to find that if you think about stuff too much and not do it, then you'll never get around to doing it. So maybe a little bit of motivation, I'll actually make that tutorial if you guys want to see it. And basically what I'll do with that is, as I said, just outline everything that I can think of, put it all into precise points so you guys can watch it and just get all the information that you need really quickly. So I think we should move on to the YouTube system next, or maybe I'll talk about how I do YouTube, and I also need to go and find something else to do because I'm just wandering around now. There was a couple of other little jobs that I wanted to do. So I've done a little bit more work around here, and I can't think of what the other things that I was going to do. There was some stuff like sorting out chests, or I don't know, it always feels like you have more to do when you think about it than when you actually go out and do it. So I thought I'd show you the progress that I've been making in this area. I've done more over the back there, I think. We'll go have a look at that first and some off in that direction. But really, I mean, this is just me talking. I imagine most of you are just listening whilst doing something else, like I said earlier in the episode. So I want to talk about the YouTube system. And again, I think that's one of those topics where I'd need to sit down and think about all the different points to put into sort of like something that's concise. Otherwise, I'm just going to forget so much stuff, which is basically what I just explained a moment ago. Yeah, you can see I've done all of this area over here now. I'm not sure if I actually showed that before. And yeah, do you know what? I'm just gonna chop down some trees while we talk. That's something I can do. So the YouTube system, obviously YouTube has a way that it works, and as a YouTuber, if you can figure it out, you can do better. So using things like annotations are really important. Oh, and getting people to like your videos is very important as well. And that's something that I struggle to do because I feel not so much uncomfortable, but I just don't feel quite right asking for people to like the video. But as I've grown into YouTube and become more professional with it, I've realised that you need to do these things. You need to encourage your audience to help you out and participate in the YouTube system. And there's things that I should really be doing, like, you know, telling you to check out my Twitter account and things like that, but I don't know, it doesn't ever really feel natural and right to ask for that kind of stuff. I try to mention it from time to time. But the idea with that is really that YouTube seems a little bit unreliable. We've all had problems with videos not turning up in our subscription feeds, and Twitter is a great alternative because it doesn't filter out any content or mess around really. If I upload a video, you'll definitely see it on my Twitter account. And the same thing goes for Facebook as well. And those things are also really important because social media is basically the driving force of the YouTube exposure system. It's just so different from TV. TV is like, if you had an idea for a TV show, you'd have to make a pilot yourself or put together some ideas, try and find someone in the industry who works at a TV company, and then you'd have to take that to them, and they'd have like a board of directors or whatever, and they'd decide if they liked your show or not, and then if they liked it, they'd give you a budget and they'd put it on TV. Whereas with the internet, because the internet is free to some extent to get on, and you can just create your own website or do whatever, it means that people actually themselves are the driving force behind success. So if you watch, say, like one of those big channels like Captain Sparkles, I think he has like 2 million subscribers now, you are part of that success because the whole system works around people who watch it and give thumbs up and do things like that and share the videos with their friends over the internet, which is now very easy because of social media. And it's that is the driving force behind the YouTube system. So, like I said, with Captain Sparkles, you know, you are part of that success if you're someone who watches him, because that's how it works. Every time you watch a video, you like it, you share it with a friend, it helps more and more people find it. And, you know, we are YouTube in a way. We are the thing that makes it work, rather than, like I described before, some board of executives who decide what TV show gets to go on the air. Which I think is a really great thing because it means that people get what they want to some extent. If you like something, then you're going to turn up and watch it, and that will help other people, you know, like it. I don't know, I'm going around in circles a little bit here with my explanation of that. So a bit about how I do YouTube. As I said before, I've been trying to be more professional, take advantage of things like annotations, encourage liking and activity, and I'm probably not going to do it that much because it just feels a little unnatural for me to talk about that stuff. But while we're actually on the topic of it, if you guys like my videos, basically what it does is share it with other people. And if you want to support me and help me do what I do, it's really motivating to see those kind of statistics when people like your videos and stuff, because YouTube has gotten to the point now where I obviously like Minecraft and playing games. I mean, who doesn't? That's pretty awesome, but also the YouTube is like a game of itself, you know. I'm watching myself grow, I'm really pleased by it, and I want to do better. I always strive to do better, and I want to make better quality videos as well for you guys. And the way that I can do that is by judging the feedback in the comments, checking out how many people liked it, watching viewer retention in analytics. And there's a top tip for you actually. Earlier we were talking about how you can do YouTube. Well, if you're a new YouTuber and let's say you've got like 100 viewers turn up for each of your videos, you know, you've been going for a while, if you use the analytics tool in YouTube, that is a really helpful thing to use, because you can watch your videos and see where people are interested in watching and where they stop watching. So for example, I put a time lapse in a video once and I didn't think I did that great a job with the time lapse, and it definitely showed in the analytics because a lot of people skipped it, and things like that can really help you. You can see not only who skipped it but who then didn't watch the rest of the video, and it gives you a real good idea on how to keep your videos entertaining. So the type of video that I'm doing right now is very I don't have a lot of knowledge on how well they're going to be received, what I'm talking about, who's going to stick around and watch the whole thing. It's more of a experiment, which is why I don't do it that often. Whereas as for my normal format, I've been judging it based on analytics for a long time. So I do different things, I make notes in my episode, I try out different things with my LP, and then I judge the analytics and see what works best. So if you've been watching all like 109 or 8, I don't know how far in we are, episodes of this series, hopefully it's improved, because I feel like it has. And the whole time you've been watching me do different things in episodes, I've actually been looking back at the statistics after and figuring out what works, because excuse me, it isn't just playing a game when you're making content, making these videos, you're trying to entertain people as well. And so that's a challenge for me that I really enjoy. Yeah, I kind of got a bit off topic there. Why do we have one dark the one dark sand block? Is there any others around here? Anyway, I've kind of gone off traffic. Oh my god, off topic there. So I'm just going to make a cut here. Okay, I've been thinking for a little bit there. It's really hard for me. There's so many things that I could talk about, and I think the problem is because I'm not someone who makes these talky episodes often, that these ideas go in and out of my head, and I know there's so much more I could talk about with YouTube. So I'm going to just say that I hope you found what I shared with you about YouTube there useful. Maybe we'll talk about it some more. I should probably try and like make notes of the different things that I want to talk about, because I can definitely offer you up some more advice on doing a channel and being a channel and all of that kind of stuff as well. So as I touched on there, YouTube for me is, you know, kind of a game as well. You know, I do try my best to make really good content, and to see it do well on YouTube as well. And I touched on the whole likes and shares thing, and I feel like talking about that now because I've talked about it. You're probably not going to see me, you know, ask for the thumbs up and to share the videos and Twitter and all of that sort of stuff too often. But if ever you're watching my videos and you do enjoy them, just know that that stuff helps me out, and you guys make a direct impact on the channel if you do those kind of things. Share the video with your friends, and that's something that's actually really good to encourage. I've been reading lately is, let's just go up here, I don't know what I'm trying to do, just jumping around. Down below the video, like down there, is the like button, and then there's also a button that says share, and if you use that, that is supposed to be really good. That will directly share it to your social networks, and then other people will see it and they'll come check out the videos. So if you ever feel like doing that as well, you're just helping me, which I really do appreciate. And that's pretty much all I want to say. You know, you might not hear me talk about it too often, but if you are enjoying my videos and you give it a like, and you follow me on Twitter and all that sort of stuff, it really does help. Yeah. I don't know, this whole talking thing is not like what I'm used to doing, although it is fun to break out of the norm and do something a little bit different. It'd be interesting to see what you'll think of this sort of episode, and of course leave a comment and let me know, because any feedback is greatly appreciated. It helps me make these videos better. So I think I'll be doing a tutorial on YouTube at some point, and probably going to keep note of all my thoughts about, oh, I want to talk about this to do with YouTube, like I usually do, because I feel like there was so much more I wanted to talk about this episode that I just haven't. So maybe we'll do another one of these. It certainly won't be anytime soon, because I'll definitely space those out. And I think there was one more thing that I wanted to mention, but it's totally gone out of my brain. I don't know. So yeah, thank you for tuning in and watching. I really like that we had a talky episode today because I've actually had some other things that I've needed to do and a limited amount of time to play. It would be nice if I had some ender pearls to get back. So yeah, I guess we should wrap it up then. As always, oh god, there's monsters. Ender pearl, come on. Yes, that's brilliant. I can just walk up here to safety if I wasn't weirdly glitched in to the wall. There we go. So yep, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.